Two off from that other plow. It looks like it needs two headers.
Okay.
That one, that's already off, is I don't like the looks of that.
Those ones look brand new. That one needs bolts. I was joking with Dad yesterday because we bought this plow for $500 a long time ago. Not long time ago. We were running organic farming and needed a moldboard plow. Well, this one was a piece of junk. We didn't realize it. Went out and made a round and busted this front moldboard off. The whole thing, just the whole bottom gone. So I was like, well, we know this one is shored up now, so let's just cut the frame there and cut the back end off of it and splice it on and have a nice on-land one bottom. That's funny. But, scrapping that. We got another 5 bottom out back. I think I have sold. We were gonna keep it, but if somebody's gonna use it, and if we need it on rare occasion, chances are they'll let us use it if we need to. But we're not trying to be hardcore moldboard, so there's no sense in having one around. I don't even want to use a chisel plow anymore, let alone a moldboard plow. So we'll see what's going on here, but we'll see if skid steer can pick up this front half, get it on the trailer. Let's see, is it gonna lift up? I don't think he's gonna be able to get the forks to the second piece of frame there. Oh, he's too far in the back. Might make more sense to get it from this side. There we go. The steer rod might become an issue. There we go. If it falls, that would be fun. Set that there. Oh, she's a little wide yet. Gotta go up. Aw, she'll ride there. Yeah. Nope. While Dad's gone, I'm just doing some tidy up stuff. These boxes are strewn all over the place, so I'm stacking them up all nice. We're usually one of the last ones to get our boxes picked up just because I don't care if they sit there all summer long. It's not a big deal to me, but they know that it's not a big deal, but they got other guys that are adamant that their boxes get picked up right away. So I always let them know, no biggie, just get them when they get them, and I don't want to be an inconvenience for them. Now I'm going to run over. I cut some trees out of this tree line yesterday, some of them invasive. They've got to be invasive because they come up absolutely everywhere and they're nasty little trees. So pick them up, go put them in the burn pile. I still got a few more to get. Just got to mix some gas for my saw and put some oil in it, and I'll keep going with that probably. I'm back from a little family reunion we just had, and this is our drone trailer that we use for spraying drones off of. And on the way back from our last job, the tire separated a little bit. So what we decided to do is take them all off. That one's got a slow leak, and boss wants to get all 4 tires replaced. So that is my job for the afternoon. We're gonna get some jacks, get the proper tools, take the wheels off, and I just gotta stack them up and he'll come and get them. those two are off of that side. One blew out last year, and so it got set aside. It was while I was on vacation, so we didn't do anything with that one. So that one is actually a wheel from a grower that surprisingly hasn't wanted it back yet. And so that one, once all four are set, we'll take that one off and take it back to whoever it belongs to. Next up, I have a backpack sprayer I'm going to mix up a special secret concoction with, and we're going to go around and spray stuff like that that's growing up against the barn, stuff that's not mobile, but we want to stay either dead or short. So go mix that up and start doing some spraying around here. I think we'll start spraying burn down again tomorrow. Now I'm missing my ATV sprayer. This thing is heavy. I don't know what this holds, 5 gallons probably. We've got some Roundup, some 240, and some Wex in here, and some water. So, working our way around, soaking down anything that shouldn't be alive. Like this stuff, I want to keep this stuff clean in the driveway. So, spray all that. I can see it coming up through the stone. Get those spots. Anything that's still alive in a week, we'll come back and hit again. Behind the shop, I've sprayed all of that shrubbery stuff. I sprayed all the grass up to about in here and straight across that way and up. Sprayed pretty much this whole area because our focus is to get that stuff all cleaned up. That was our old, kind of like what's in the lean-to now. Our parts, our big part storage is there in that corner on the racking. There's a bunch of racking stuff in there. And then obviously there's wheels and tires over here. So our goal is to have all this cleaned up, and hopefully we can keep it cleaned up, because in the future this is where our shop expansion will be. It'll probably go to about where I'm standing. Around this side of the shop, I sprayed a lot of this. Where that elevator's at, I want to be able to mow that, so I didn't spray that. I sprayed this side of it though, and then I sprayed everything around there, tried soaking all that down as good as possible so that'll die off. And then I sprayed around the border. There's like a bed there that I sprayed. Should rip that out and put cement all the way along the building there, because in the wintertime, what we always do is we end up parking our trucks here and walking in right here because it's under the overhang. This is always dripping because of the radiant heat. So we always end up walking here. So we'll probably tear that out and pour a nice little sidewalk there sometime. Maybe I'll make that a summer project. So now we'll work on this side, down that way, around these strawberry planters that sit on plywood under, well, I won't spray under the picnic table, that's movable. Around this tractor, because we're working on that, around all this stuff. Spray all this gravel down, and then I'll go down this lean-to, getting around all the posts and everything, while if I got enough liquid all the way down there so that there's nothing growing up the posts and stuff, and we can mow and make everything look nice. And that should be it for over here. I'm just about out. I think I'm laying it on thicker than I normally do with the ATV sprayer, but I'm just making sure I get everything. This is one of those jobs where you just want to do it once a season. So I'm trying to get everything that's not mowable. Gonna have to stop here shortly and fill back up. I don't know how much of this is actual product, but there's some pipe laying here. This should be put somewhere else, probably out in that freestall barn, but whatever. Could move it another day. Spray all of this garbage plant. Pump it up again. We're pretty much out. This corn head's for sale. Trying to sell it with the combine, but it doesn't look like it's going that way. And that's all she wrote. There we go. We got down around all these posts, all the way up there. We went inside the barn on the other side of the planter. You guys can't see it, it won't focus. And along that wall, because on the other side of that wall is where we were spraying behind the shop. So that stuff kind of creeps in behind that wall. Did underneath all our fences, around the lilacs, around that bush, around the trees, around the house, and down those fences on that side, around the monoslope, around the other little calf barn. And we just got to do around the grain bins yet, which that can get pretty long-winded over there. So I don't know, I can't see my tank. I can't see. I think I got a gallon or two left, so we'll go over there, run it out, and then kind of get the vital areas where we're grinding feed out of and stuff like that, and then we should be good for a while. All right, we're going out on a burn down run. The 14 that's going to beans is too wet at the moment to spray. It's just super soft. Everything else that I've checked, I can get across, including the 6 that's still yet to go to beans. So I got my loads made. I've got the chem laid out. We just got to hop in the sprayer, get everything checked over, and then start mixing. This is a pretty simple burn down. We're just running a quart of glyphosate. This is generic, so we're running around $3, $3.50 an acre, and then we're running 2,4-D. This came from Ag Chem Solutions. If you guys haven't heard of them, they're a good place to get really cheap or really well priced, I guess is the better term for it. Herbicide, pesticides, all that sort of stuff. So that's where I got my 2,4-D and my Enlist and my Caprino and all of my AMS. So we're filling up. We got to get 825 gallons. Then we'll be all set. We can head out. I have 2 gallons left of Wex, the surfactant that I've been trying out all spring. So I put that up on the sprayer on the second load. The last field's about 8-9 acres. We're going to dump it in right before we start there and let it do its thing down there. We just did the next soybean field that needs to be planted. That says 7.5 acres, but the overlap is where that comes from. It's actually 6, but it was a tad wet. That's what I'm finding. These little spots end up being soft in these no-till fields. So we are gonna forego load number 2 today because of that reason. Everything in load number 2 is no-till. I'm headed to the last farm now of this load, and it is ripped and gonna be tilled up, so I can spray it without worrying about destroying anything. But as far as no-till goes, yeah, I probably shouldn't have blazed through the last field I was in before this one, but if I could plant this field on Monday, that would be great. Or Tuesday, maybe Tuesday we can get out here. I don't know. There is a 1/4 inch of rain coming Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, and so if I can have this field planted, this is the last 2 gallon 318/18 rate soybean field, and I'm dialed in on that. And then after that, it allows me to go through and shorten all those metering tubes up. And the other field that we have left is 4 gallons. But it allows me to be able to switch to corn if I find cornfields that can be planted before the other bean field dries out. So that's the plan, I think, is to get this one planted next, and then I don't know, keep watching. If there's cornfields that can be planted at the same day this gets planted, we'll switch everything over to corn and start planting corn. But I got the first field of the farm here done. The front one. This one got cover crop flown on it, so I just want to get that terminated. I am not going to the back fields. This field was nasty. I've never in my life felt like I was going to get this thing stuck, but there was a couple times where I was genuinely scared. So we are going to fold up, and there's like, I don't know, 200 gallons in the sprayer yet. We're just going to let it set, and we'll wait for our next... Wait for it to dry out, and we'll try again. So I don't know if it's that ryegrass holding the moisture or what. This field just does not drain at all. So I'm gonna fold up. It's a little bit of a drive, but we'll get there. I'm out making my scouting rounds on the end of the week here. Out here in this 55 acres next to the wheat and runs parallel with the road. We could be planting this today. If we were planting corn, we could be planting this. But it's not completely worked up yet. We'll finish working it up tomorrow and then work up another field behind the farm. That's mandatory just to knock the weeds down, and then we will get this. Oh, and then we're waiting for dry down. Basically we're waiting on that 6 acres, which is on the other end of this field. Once that 6 acres is planted with beans, we're safe to switch to corn. So this is the first field planted. Got nice beans there. You can see them starting to put on. I don't remember what this growth stage is called. It's not V1 because it's not a trifoliate leaf, but it's another leaf stage. I can't remember if it's VT and beans or VR or something like that. It might be VR or VE. I think that's it. So for some reason, I'm short a row here. Judging by the deer prints, I might know why. Because that's that row. Oh wait, that might be the first row for that field. Well, I don't have a... Man, look at that. The hoof prints just go right down the row. They were just mowing it. I think this row is for that field. I think there was a row here. Maybe not. I don't know. There's a row there, which looked pretty decent. Last time this field was beans, they looked nice. And then we came back a couple days later and they were completely gone. The deer had completely mowed off all the headlands on both these sides here. Yeah, it wasn't good. The tilled areas look good. You can row them. I can row them. I don't know if you guys can on camera, but I can. Oh yeah, you guys can see them. Row of beans there, row of beans there. So yeah, looking good, looking good. Let's go out. I can kind of row them in the no-till. Can you guys? Yeah, you guys can actually see them better than I can, I think. Maybe. No. No, I don't think you guys are seeing them. On the camera screen, I can see that one and that one. So, they're coming. They are coming. It takes a while to see no-till beans, it seems like. But it's a good stand. I can't walk down that side of the road. Looking good. The actual no-till area of this field is a growth stage behind that tilled area. This stuff does not have the second leaf stage yet. It's coming. It's right there, but it's not full yet. Some of them haven't started really pushing that leaf stage yet, but they're nice dark green. That's good. I'm hoping to see them like actually physically just start pumping biomass and everything here when they hit that fertilizer. I don't know how long that takes. They look good. Once they are in V1 or V2-ish, we'll come in and spray them. The only real weed pressure in this field are all winter annuals for the most part. So it's not a big rush on this one, but I do have another field that is getting kind of weedy, but it's the second, or this is the first, that's second, so it'd be the third field planted. Is getting a little weedy, but I don't want to spray them when they're this small because I've been reading how you can really stun a bean if you spray them with herbicide when they're just cotyledons. It's really not good for them. So I'm gonna try and hold off until they are V1-ish, and then I'll spray with herbicide, and then we'll end up having to come back at V3 with a foliar pass anyway. So yeah. Anyway, that one is very clearly a row cleaner pass. I'm not seeing a big difference, honestly, but so once again, that last video clip was 6 minutes. Somehow when I go out crop scouting, I can just mumble on and on and on. So that is where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll come back with our weekly update next weekend, and we'll see where these beans are at then. Maybe we'll have some corn in the ground, but I doubt it. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.